Have you wanted to write, but life got in the way, and days, weeks, months, maybe even years have passed, and now here you are watching this video? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. Here's how to get back on the wagon. First things first, be kind to yourself. Dry spells happen to us all, even to the most prolific writers. And honestly, the fact that you've had a dry spell at all makes you part of the club. So welcome back. Next, start thinking about your story a lot. And I mean a lot, because that's going to prime the pump. If this is the only thing you can think about for a while, then it makes you more likely to get back to it. So when you're walking to your mailbox or when you're driving to work, think about that story in bits and pieces, and you will subconsciously prime your mind to get back to writing. Next, very important, set a date. Doesn't matter what the date is. Preferably it's sooner rather than later, but set the date based on what you can do. If it is next Monday, then set that date and commit to starting your writing again next Monday. Come hell or high water, I want you to do it. The next tip is an optional tip, but it's highly recommended if you can swing it, and that is to set a finish date. So 3 months, 4 months, whatever that looks like for you, set a finish date, and that will give you some motivation. Now, time out. I know that not everybody does well with setting dates for various reasons. If you can swing it, it's highly recommended, and it's also recommended that you check in with a writing accountability partner so that they can motivate you. But if this is not you, then just do the best you can. And as they say, all you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. Next tip, when that fateful day arrives, start small. If you normally write 1,500 words, for example, don't expect to be out of the gate writing 1,500 words. Instead, ease yourself into it, especially those first few days. So set a goal of writing, 100 words on day 1, and then 500 words on day 2, 750 words on day 3, 1,000 on day 4, and then slowly you can work your way up to your writing goal again. This is really important because in the beginning, momentum is really important, and it's really easy to have a break and then get back to writing, and then you're not at your full capacity, and then you get discouraged. I don't want you to get discouraged. So start small, build those small numbers into your plan, and you're going to feel like $1,000,000 when you hit your goal on that first day. The next tip is to ask for help from the people in your house. So whether it is a spouse or a partner, children, roommate, whatever, ask for support. They probably already know you haven't been writing because, you haven't been sitting in a chair in a dark room making stuff up for the last however long. So they know you're probably not writing, but you want to let them know about your date. Hey, on January 2nd, I'm going to start my novel again. I'm going to need some support for the next few days so I can build up momentum. And you know what that looks like. You know what that love language looks like with the people that you live with. And ask for that support if you can get it. And every writer is going to have a different support system. It's going to look different for me than it looks for you, but engage that support system because that's going to be crucial in helping you build that momentum and also helping you see it through. The next tip is underrated, and that is to consume content. So while you're actively writing, you want to be actively consuming content as well. So watching a movie or a television show or playing a video game or reading a graphic novel or reading novels, whatever that is, whatever you're feeling like, do that because that's going to keep you inspired. And when you get to parts where you have writer's block or you're not quite sure what to write next, that's going to help keep that creative well full so the writer's block doesn't last as long. Again, this tip is underrated. Now, time out. I recognize that this tip can get a lot of people into trouble, and it might be partly responsible for why you're here and not having written for a while. But it is important. So stay disciplined. If you're watching TV, keep it to 1 episode of television a day and devote the rest of that time toward writing. Trust me, this will make a huge difference in your output and your inspiration levels. Next tip. Remember that there will be ups and downs. Don't forget that writing is an emotional roller coaster, and those emotions are going to take hold. When you start, you're going to be a little afraid, and then you're going to get going, and you're going to get confident, you're going to feel good, and then boom, that first bout of whatever is going to hit you, and you're going to feel like crap, and you're going to question everything you're doing and why you're back at this. That's all part of the game. It's baked in. Just keep going and just know that the ups and downs are part of the creative process. And what the ultimate test is how you deal with them and keep pushing through. The next tip is that when you're done writing and you're back editing your words, don't fall for the emotional roller coaster. Those words that you felt amazing writing last week might not feel so good this week. Again, that's baked into the game. It's part of the occupational hazard. It's your monkey brain playing tricks on you. When you understand that, it will set you free. Also, be okay with dropping the ball. Just because you start, that doesn't mean that you're going to have a bulletproof writing habit for the rest of your life. Life is going to happen. You're going to get sick. Your family's going to get sick. You're going to have circumstances that pull you away from writing or that certainly try to do that. And that's okay too. So be kind to yourself. If you've got to drop the ball and have a 0 word count day or a 0 word count week, that's okay. Handle the problems that come up in your life. The writing will always be here for you. And remember, there's no game over in writing. You can always pick up the pen, no matter how much time passes. And my final tip is that whether you set a goal or not, you will get there when you get there. Have fun. Enjoy being back in it, back in your energy. Enjoy creating, and your future self will thank you that you restarted writing. And if you keep at it, you'll have a lot of words to show for it. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to get more writing videos coming your way.
Perfect.